Alright, welcome to the presentation of my programming for project work. Here you can see the main menu of the game. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I'm gonna show you the leaderboards now. You can sort them by lowest time and highest score. Okay, let's start the game now. Here, as you can see, there's a choice of 3 characters. They are all different, they all have different statistics. For now, I'm going to choose the archer, then I'm going to enter my name. Here's a tutorial screen which explains some basic game mechanics. You can pause the video and read it if you want to. Let's continue. This is the first room of the game. It's empty, so you can try out how the movement and the attacking works. Okay, on to the next room. Here we can see that there are actual enemies in here, and there's several types of them. With this being the first floor, they are quite easy to deal with. Once the room is completed, the doors open and you can progress onto the next one. On the top right you can see the current map of the floor, which shows special rooms and where you are and where you've been and what other potential rooms you could maybe visit. To the left you can see one of those special rooms. This one here contains a free item. Let's go and look at what it is. When you pick up the item, it shows you its name and what it does. This one here gives you some more health, and it also heals you up to maximum. Since we've reached a dead end, it's time to backtrack through the map and find a new potential route to the next floor. So each floor's layout is randomly generated, and the layout contains these individual rooms which have a predefined pattern. The only thing that's random in them is the placement of the enemies. In this floor there are 4 different types of enemies. One of them is this static turret which shoots in a pattern. There's also the yellow slime which uses a pathfinding algorithm to always walk towards you. There are the green slimes which just walk towards the player without any knowledge of the map's current layout. There are also these bats which do the same thing as the slimes, but they can fly over obstacles. And there are also the blue slimes which just walk around randomly. So to the bottom here is the shop of this floor, which contains the item you can buy for 200 points, but I don't currently have that, so let's move on. A thing I have to talk about is what the hardest part of the project was for me. Probably it was the fact that I used OpenTK and I wasn't familiar with how a tool like that works, and also OpenTK is very hard to debug. You can't use the normal Visual Studio debugging tools. So whenever I had any sort of problem, it was pretty hard to figure out the solution for it, but in the end I got everything working fine. Another small feature of the game is whenever you enter a new room that has enemies in it, the game pauses for about half a second so the player can get a sense of their surroundings and so that they don't get immediately ambushed by enemies. As you can see to the bottom there's the boss room of this floor. Right now I could go back to the shop to buy that item since I have As you can see, this floor has a completely new set of textures, and it also has a new set of enemies. So I think that's about enough for this presentation. Thank you for watching this video.